take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight. The World Bank Managing Director and Vice President of Latin America and the Caribbean will visit Haiti this week to review progress made after the earthquake in January. They will also meet with Prime Minister Jean-Max Belrive and other top officials. The Washington-based financial institution says it has pledged $479 million to the country throughout June of next year. More than half of that amount has already been dispersed. And in Antigua, Prime Minister Baldwin Spencer has told the nation that this year's celebration of Emancipation Day should be an opportunity to deepen the appreciation of the Caribbean as a nation. In his address to mark the occasion, Mr. Spencer said they needed to improve attitudes to work at the national and regional levels. He pointed to the rebuilding efforts in Haiti in the wake of the damage caused in the earthquake in January, saying that the region has an important role to play in the process. It is also our task to ensure that the international community of nations stay in tune to their pledge of providing Haiti with the necessary financial and technical support it needs for the short, medium, and long term of recovery. And finally, in Cuba, President Raul Castro says that more workers will be allowed to be self-employed or set up small businesses as the government tries to create a more productive job opportunity. President Castro says, however, that he is not planning on large-scale market reforms to revive the struggling economy. He also said there would be an urgent measure to cut what he calls an overloaded state payroll. And that's your Caribbean report for tonight. And The Wizard of Oz will be opening at the theater at Country Day School. Wes Small took a sneak peek during rehearsals. Let's take a look.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. I am with Miss Jan Hart. She's been into this for 18 years. It's the Star
Theater Productions.
Star Theater Productions. And we're at Country Day to the auditorium, and I recognize the scarecrow back there. That's Helen Reedy.
Heather Reedy,
yeah.
Right?
And she's
been a star for about 8 years now.
Yeah. Even though she's only, what, 16?
She's only 14, 15. She's 15 this year.
Doing this since she was in single digits. And
yep.
She followed me around for a week at Channel 8. She was like a junior reporter, and I fell in love with her.
Oh, she'd be good at that.
And Dorothy, who's she?
Dorothy is Lauren Bengoa, and she's coming from St. Thomas. So she was at the Pistarckle Theater in the last 2 years. She did theater over there in St. Thomas.
She goes to school over there.
Yeah, so she goes to school there. She's spending the summer with her father here on island, so she's our Dorothy this year.
This is wonderful. Now, The Wizard of Oz, this has been around, of course, for some time now. It's definitely in all the children's books, and even I got a chance to go to Broadway. My mom and dad took me to see Stephanie Mills in The Wiz. So yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
What made you choose to do The Wizard of Oz?
Well, I've never done it before. In 18 years, I've done so many shows. I've done things like Annie, Guys and Dolls, a lot of the big Broadway productions. But this is the first time for me doing The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz is a timeless.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I mean, you could still relate what's going on today. Sometimes we all go to Oz.
Yes.
Especially in hurricane season.
And there definitely is a cyclone in this story.
Yes, it is. Explain to us now how we could see The Wizard of Oz. When does the box office open and all that?
The performances will be this coming weekend, August 6th and 7th. We start at 8. Showtime is at 8. So the doors will be open around 7:15, and you can get tickets at the door, or you can buy tickets. All of the campers have tickets. I have about 23 campers, and all of them are selling tickets.
It's only 2 days only.
2 days only, Friday and Saturday.
All right. Any big productions coming up on your part for the school year and stuff?
No, I don't. I work with smaller groups during the school year. I also teach privately, but this is the thing I do in the summer.
All right. You know, I'd just like to tell you that I was one of the flying monkeys in The Wiz.
Well, you know this.
Back when Miss T was running Island Center.
Okay,
and
I remember Miss T.
Remember? And
that's when we started.
Yeah.
We started with Star Productions when Miss T was still at Island Center.
18 years ago.
18 years ago.
Happy anniversary! And I brought bad news to the Wicked Witch.
Yes, you did.
And she evaporated me. So with that,
well, you know, this version doesn't have the flying monkeys. Instead, it has something called the jitterbugs, and they come and they make everybody dance until they fall down. So this is a little bit different than the film, but as you can hear in the background, the music is the same. So everybody will recognize all of those wonderful songs that we had in the original film version.
So one more time, please give us the dates.
August 6 and 7. That's Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Country Day School Pavilion.
All right. Make sure you check that out.
Definitely.
And it looks like it's going to be a great performance. That's The Wizard of Oz at Country Day. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Again, that fantastic show is going to be at the Country Day School. Be sure and march down the yellow brick road and check it out. And when we come back from this break, we'll check out your Sports 411 with Stephen Kufrancis. Stay with us.